What's going on, guys? Today we are looking at the in-form Deulofeu coming up next. So in today's video, we are having a look at the in-form. I think it's Deulofeu. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I'm sure someone's going to say another way. But he's 84 rated. He is a striker from the Spanish BPL Watford. He did start at a right mid, and then he also did manage to get a Fut Champs 86 right mid as well. But he's managed to get himself an in-form, which has changed his position into a striker, which, to be honest, was interesting for me, and it's why it's going to be the first review of this team of the week. I thought, you know what, actually striker position changes with this sort of pace and dribbling, I like to try them out and see what they're like. Personally, I would whack a finisher card on him. It'll give him 84 shooting and 65 physical, and also gives him 89 dribbling as well. Not too sure why it does give the dribble. I'm guessing it gives some stats. What does it give? I don't get why it gives the dribbling. It just +1s overall the dribbling, but that's that. Personally, he's only got 75 to begin with, so I think that is a necessity that shooting needs to be in the chem style that you put on this card. Realistically, before you put that on, didn't really find him great at the shooting. Everything else was actually alright, to be fair, so we'll get onto that. But basic information of the card: we've got 4-star, 4-star. He's right-footed, 5'10", with a high attacking work rate and low defensive work rate, so that makes him quite a nice striker already. The 4-star is really nice. 5'10", not the biggest striker in the world, but is not tiny, so that's, again, very much round the average mark. I can deal with that. The pace is where the element of this card is. I found him to be so goddamn quick. He really had, I don't know what it was, but the 91 pace on him really showed in this card. He was very quick compared to especially to some of the other cards that have got 90 pace. He just seemed that bit quicker. I don't know if it has anything to do with his 88 dribbling as well. Possibly some of the stats in there may contribute to kind of the agility and actually, to be honest, the reactions aren't really that great either, to be honest. So, anyway, pace-wise, fantastic. You don't need any more pace on him, personally. Realistically, the shooting is the one for me. He's got 82 attacking positioning, and then the rest are really hovering around about the 70s. So, I think that is a big indicator that you need something better. If you put a finisher card on him, gives him 87 positioning, 78 finishing, 92 shot power, 85 long shots, and 82 volleys. So I think for me, that is definitely where it lies. Looking at some of the passing element on this card, not necessarily needed as much, but he has got 89 curve, which is very nice. He's got 83 short pass, which again, it comes in practice when passing. Personally, I play with 2 up front, so it's nice to have a little bit of short game as well when on these strikers. But to be honest, he's the sort of person that I want just 1-2 in and then running through, because he'll absolutely burn pace on some of these centre backs. The dribbling is the next highest stat on this card. He's got 96 agility, 78 balance, 75 reactions, 90 dribbling, 88 ball control, and 77 composure. So just breaking that down, the agility on this card, very nice. Reactions, to be honest, I don't know. I don't really notice a heavily amount of deal with this. 75 isn't necessarily bog standard low, but it could be a little bit higher. But for an 84, I'm not complaining. Ball control, really nice. Dribbling overall, actually really decent. Composure, I think I could see that a little bit coming into the one-on-ones, really. I noticed that he weren't scoring a high amount of one-on-ones. He was scoring a couple, but I feel like that could be another thing you could work on. I'm just thinking, what cards do have dribbling that you can do? Obviously you have, what does Deadeye do? Deadeye doesn't really do anything there. Marksman, so no, that doesn't get up. Sniper gets up the composure to an 82. You'll also have a 95 overall dribbling and 82 shooting, so that's something really nice as well. So you play around with a few of these chem styles. Personally, I would definitely stick with a finisher just to get that shooting up as maximum as you can. Again, you don't need Hunter on this card, as the pace is fantastic already. Overall stats, he's got 427 base and 2033 in-game stats. So okay for an 84 to me. Looking at the price of this card, I think I bought him at around about 48 when he first came out, just literally an hour or two after he came out. He's now dropped to around about 30 on the Xbox and 27 on the PlayStation. So realistically, I can see it dropping a little bit more. Obviously, it is rewards day as well, so people are packing left, right, and centre. And I can imagine this is probably one of the most packed walkout informs that you can get. I know there is a couple of others that you can get in the 84 zone, and I really don't think walkouts for an inform should be 84. I reckon even an 85 is a push. I reckon 86 again, just like normal walkouts, because you get so excited at a walkout and you see it's an inform and you completely forget that you can get these bog standard 84s, and predominantly most of them are around about 30 to 50k anyway, so realistically I don't really like them. But overall rating on this player, well, it's a difficult one because I really like his dribbling and pace. I'm not a big fan of his shooting as much. With the finisher, it kind of helped him a little bit, but still, I really wouldn't play him in Fut Champs. And to be honest, even in Division Rivals, at the minute, if you're in, say, 5 and above, you're seeing a lot of big teams. I think I've played like 6 or 7 matches in a row, and every single player had an icon of some sort. I've had plenty of teams with multiple icons, maybe 6 or 7, and it just doesn't cut it for me. When you're coming up against icon centre-backs, you're coming up against Varane, upgraded Van Dijk, Team of the Years, is just not going to cut it for me. So overall rating, I'm giving him a 7.5. I thought he was really, really good in the sense of the pace. I thought he was very quick. Dribbling wise was good. I think the real key stat for me, which is shooting, really didn't have that in him, and that's a disappointment, because I think it's a problem with a lot of these informs. I think they just need to start boosting them up a little bit, and they've gone with a very high rated kind of ultimate team this year. Like, I think this is probably one of the first times that I've seen a lot of people have an 88 plus rated squad. So I say so early on, but even quite a few months back, people still had these 88 rated squads, and I think that's something that they need to consider with these informs. They're just not playable unless you're playing online single matches or you're playing say squad battles. You're just not going to play with these cards. It's not going to be that this card's going to be in pretty much any Fut Champs teams. I know a lot of people don't play Fut Champs, but even Division Rivals, I think you've got plenty of options for strikers apart from this one. So a bit disappointed with how the informs are going at the minute, and it may mean that I have to look at something else, because there's no point me reviewing players that necessarily would not get in anyone's team. So I'm still thinking about it, but we'll see what happens. Leave a comment down below if you've played with this card, or have you got his Fut Swaps card. What's that like? I believe that was the top one in November, I want to say. It's one of them. I know it was the top one, I'm pretty sure. So you had to give in all 13 or 14 cards for it, so I don't think many people did that. But let me know down below. Let me know if you want me to do something different on this channel as well. I'm going to leave it in the pinned comment if you've managed to get this far. I know average viewers is about a minute and a half, so I'm probably just talking to myself. But hey ho, we'll see you again next time. Make sure you subscribe for more content if you are here still, and I'll see you all again next time. Peace.